Hey guys, what's up? It's Kyle here. How you guys doing? Um, Today I'm gonna be talking about something. I'm gonna be talking about me being trans. What led up to me thinking that I was trans and wanted to be trans, and all of this, and just like things that have happened that made me think like I want to be this. So I'm just gonna talk about all of it. Maybe somewhat personal, but I get this question asked to me a lot, and it's just really hard to answer without like tearing up a little bit, but I don't really care. I mean, I just want people to know, and the question could stop being asked to me so much. They could just come to this video and watch it. So, yeah, let's just start from the beginning. Honestly, like when I was a little kid, my family, we never really had much and like not a lot of money. We didn't have a big house. We didn't have this. We didn't have that. And we were living at my grandma's house for a little bit of my life. And that was uh, something. It was okay, I guess, but it wasn't really our home. I would say it's a kind of a broken home because like my mom was always there. My dad was nowhere to be found. But that's later on in my story. We'll talk about that. But as I was saying, we never really held much. My parents would try to give us the best we could. Well, they could, with money wise. And yeah, we didn't end up staying that house for that long because my grandma ended up dying. That was very traumatic for me because I feel like I was really close to her as a child. Um, yeah, so we ended up moving into where I live now. We've been here for about 14 years, which is a really long time. And a lot of stuff has happened to make me believe that I want to be trans because I always grew up with an abusive father. No jokes, all hands up. I've always dealt with an abusive father. I had to deal with him coming home every night being completely trash every single night and him going straight for my mom. And that wasn't really good to see at all because I felt like I had to be the protector. I'm literally the protector of the family. I see how my dad treats other people, and I'm like, I don't want people to be treated this way. It's not good, it's not nice, it's not right in any type of way. It's never going to be okay. Like that's honestly raising your hand at anybody isn't okay, and I can stand strongly on speaking for that because it's not okay. It's not okay. And I just saw that going on, and I'm like, this is not okay. I kind of want to be better than him, and I want to do this, and that was one of the reasons why I led up to being trans. And there's much more. I'm going to talk about all of it in this video. So this video is probably going to be like 10 minutes or whatever, how long, I don't really care. I just want to talk about this because this question gets asked me so much. And people are like, oh yeah, trans is a sickness. Yeah, it's not a sickness. It's things occur in your life or you decide as a young child that you aren't this anymore. Or you just don't feel, personally, I never liked girly stuff. I never liked girly stuff. I was a tomboy. I really liked hanging out with guys. I liked doing guy stuff. I liked playing video games. I liked skateboarding. I liked doing all that stuff where I liked wearing just like t-shirts, and I didn't like wearing dresses and all this stuff. I didn't like wearing that at all. But as I was saying, as I was growing up, I realized that I was the type of person that was like, oh yeah, gays are blah 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 blah. That was like when I was in middle school because my best friend, she came out as lesbian, and I'm just like, oh, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. But then I go out and come out as bisexual a couple of years later, and that was me for about a year or two. I was bisexual, and I dated a lot of guys. Trust me, I dated a lot of guys when I was in that stage. I dated a lot. I was literally a hoe. That's okay, because I realized like that's not for me, and I don't like guys. That's not, because guys would treat me very badly, and I didn't like it. I'm like, this is really how you're gonna disrespect a girl. Like, how are you? You're not a man. You're not a man. So honestly, I wanted to be better than my exes, better than my father. I wanted to treat girls the way they wanted to be treated. And I'm like, I know how you want to be treated, because I always wanted to be treated like that when I was, in that stage, in that era. I always want to be treated how I treat people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And if not, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. You're not gonna be a man. Like, you're not gonna be a man. I try to be the best man I can be. I try to make people feel good about themselves. I try to do this and this and that. And then, as I was saying in my story, I'm sorry, I keep going off track. I came out as lesbian after that. And I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I'm like, I made a video on Facebook, like, I'm lesbian, blah, 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 blah. I'm lesbian. And everyone was like, okay, that's good. They're very accepting. My family is very accepting of it. But that still wasn't enough for me, because I still showed off the girl, like, appearance. I still looked like a girl. And I'm like, no, this isn't okay again. And, like, being, like, mentally and physically abused can fuck up your mind so much. Like, so much. Like, I can't tell you how bad my mind was fucked up. I was in a dark place for like a couple of years of my life. Like, I wouldn't talk to anyone. I wouldn't go outside. I couldn't get a job. It was terrible. It was really fucking terrible, because I'm like, this is my life. Like, I can't get out of space, because I just thought that was the way to live, and it wasn't. And I was unhappy with my body. I looked at my body, looked at my face. I had people call me a guy all the time, even though I stood as a girl. I'm like, you know what? I just can't. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this girl thing that people love so much. I'm like, I'm done. I am done. So, about 2 years ago, I went to my brother. I'm like, PJ. His name's PJ. I went to PJ. I'm like, can you please cut my hair? I'm like, I don't want this anymore. He's like, why? I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to be a girl anymore. You know me, I catfish people for 6 years. 6 years as a guy, and I would hurt people. But I dated 2 girls for 3 years in total, so 6 years. I was just fucking around with these girls, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, I don't put off as a boy. I'm not a girl. I come out as a girl. I'm not a guy. So if I talk to you, you're gonna know off the bat that I'm a girl. But I didn't want to be a girl anymore. I just wanted to be a guy, because like, I was being a guy for so long to these people, and just like, I'm like, they feel more comfortable doing this. That's why I catfished for so long, and I was happy doing it. I was really happy doing it. But I also felt bad, because I was hurting these girls. They wanted a guy, and I wasn't at the time, so I couldn't really help them. But I ended up cutting my hair, and I'm like, this is my way of telling people that I'm trans, and I don't. And then I came out to my family. My family is still, it's been 2 years. They're still not accepting of it. They still call me by my birth name. I don't really appreciate that at all, but I can't do anything about it, because it's the way it is. And obviously one day I'm gonna have to get away from this and start my life as who I want to be. I want to be like a speaker for the trans community, and I want to make people happy doing this. Like, I want people to know that they're accepted and they're loved by being who they are, coming out as who they truly are inside. I want to do that. Like, that's literally my passion. I love talking for this community. I love saying everything I possibly can say for this community. It's honestly the best community that personally I've been in, because I've been in all of them. It's the best community, and yeah. So sorry if this video is really long and me just rambling about me being trans, but like, I'm sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This talk is really deep. Really, this video is like 10 minutes long, but it's okay. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I really hope you enjoy this video. It's just me rambling about my life for 10 minutes.